Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to talk about whether or not it makes sense to buy crypto when the market crashes. And if so, which types of cryptos are best to buy if that happens. So guys, this video is pretty much if you're buying to trade, it's if you're buying cryptocurrency to trade, when the market has crashed. Again, if you're buying crypto to trade, it's definitely a bad idea. Okay, now if you're buying to hold for the long term, then it's probably a good idea. Simply because you can ride the wave up when it does go up finally, you guys. So realistically here, you guys, this is going to be a very short video on this topic because simply it requires a very simple answer to it. So realistically here, you guys, it really all depends. If you're trading, it doesn't make sense. If you're holding on for the long term, it makes sense. Because realistically here, you guys, nobody's going to be able to catch the exact bottom. Nobody ever does catch the exact bottom, not unless they're lucky. So realistically here, you guys, overall, realistically, long term, if you're holding long term, yes, it's definitely worth it. But which cryptos are the ones that you should be buying? That's kind of the main question here. So guys, as far as, the ones that are best to buy for the long term here, there's pretty much three different types of coins here, or three different types of cryptocurrencies that we're going to talk about here. So guys, the very first types of projects that I want to talk about here are going to be Web3 and storage projects, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm probably going to get all kinds of shit from a bunch of people because here's the thing, you guys. The cryptocurrency market is loaded with people who have opinions everywhere, okay? Now, hey, I'm not a magician, I can't tell what's going to happen, but, I've been in this market for long enough to know, which coins do well in different types of markets. So I can, kind of gauge where, how things are going to happen to some degree here. Okay. And from my personal opinion, you guys, Web3 and storage projects, hey guys, these kinds of projects are going to grow in the long term, okay? Now you're probably asking why. Well, the simple answer here, you guys, is because think about it. Realistically here, really think about it, because in the long term here, you guys, these are the types of projects that will be adopted by real world industries for their real world use cases, okay? So these types of projects are going to be used in the long term by people in industries that already exist in the current centralized markets, okay? So as soon as, new money starts to enter the market in the long-term future, and, institutional money starts to enter the market and starts to adopt these different technologies and adopt these different projects into their own platforms, they're going to grow in the long term, you guys. This is why I talk about all the time how important it is to invest into projects with real world use cases, okay? I'm not talking about fake use cases, okay? I'm talking about real world use cases. So just to give you some examples here, you guys, of what I'm talking about here as far as real world use cases, okay? I am talking about basic attention token, okay? You can use this token for all kinds of different things, and it goes hand in hand with pretty much everything in their product suite, okay? Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, this coin never does anything. Well, this project has nothing to do, or this video has nothing to do with the price of the coin, okay? I'm talking about the best coins to invest in for the long term here, you guys, okay? We are talking long term here. I'm not talking about 6 to 12 months. I'm talking, 3 years, maybe 5 years, shit, maybe even 10 years, guys, okay? However long it takes, realistically. These are the types of projects that are going to be adopted in the long term, you guys. Basic attention token, guys, Brave has a product in their product suite called literally, guys, they have a product called Brave Talk, okay? And literally, Brave Talk is pretty much identical to Zoom. And guys, it works much better than Zoom by a long shot, you guys. Imagine when companies start using this product in the long term, you guys. Imagine every company in the world starting to use Brave Talk instead of Zoom in the future. Think about that, you guys. Think of how much Brave is going to grow in the long term. This is just one very fine example of what I'm talking about here, you guys. Same with projects like storage, okay? These are all decentralized storage options for developers to store their code and store different types of files and stuff like that. And there's all kinds of these types of projects, you guys. We've got Render Token, okay? Render Token is a fairly, it's a pretty damn cool project where basically, you guys, you can, let's check this out real quick. I'll just show you it real quick. It's not going to take very long. Distributed GPU rendering on the blockchain, you guys. You can pretty much, from what I know about this project, you can pretty much rent out your GPU to help other people render on their computer or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a technological person, so I don't really get into that stuff. But that is pretty darn cool. This is a real world use case, you guys. That is something that can be used by a real industry in the real world, you guys. Same with the storage tokens. We got Filecoin, you guys. We got BitTorrent, okay? These are all these different types of projects that are going to be adopted in the long term, okay? You got to think long term about this stuff. So these are perfect examples of what I'm talking about here. So we got Web3 and Web3/storage projects, okay? These are different types of projects that are great to buy, when the market crashes. Next up, you guys, we've got ecosystem projects. So not only ecosystem projects, but we've got top tier ecosystem projects, okay? So when I'm talking about top tier ecosystem projects, I'm also talking about kind of like top tier ecosystem projects also goes kind of hand in hand with smart contract coins as well, but obviously not all smart contract coins, only the top tier ones, you guys. So why do I say this? Well, guys, simply because when the market turns green, okay, you guys, really think about this, okay? Each one of these ecosystems are growing. Let's check this out real quick. We've got all kinds of different ecosystems. We've got Ethereum ecosystem, okay? We've got the BNB chain, okay? We've got Cardano. We've got Solana. We've got Polkadot. We've got Polygon. We've got Avalanche. We've got Cosmos. We've got Elrond. We've got Tron. We've got Phantom. We've got Harmony. And we've got Moonriver. And we've got Near Protocol. Guys, there's all kinds of different awesome, phenomenal ecosystems out there that have awesome, phenomenal projects being built on top of them. And guys, they're only going to continue to grow in the long term. Every single one of these ecosystems are going to grow long term, you guys. And can you imagine how much bigger these are all going to grow as soon as institutional money enters this market? It is going to be absolutely freaking insane. So realistically here, you guys, that is why I mentioned top tier ecosystem projects and smart contract coins, okay? So next up, you guys, when the market crashes, you want to be buying exchange tokens, okay? Top tier exchange tokens, okay? Now, you're probably wondering why I'm saying that, okay? The reason why you want to be buying top tier exchange tokens, you guys, is simply because when the market turns green again in the long-term future, like within the next bull market or something, can you guess which, really think about this here, you guys. Can you guess which platforms are going to see the largest influx of capital when the market turns green again and there's another bull market? Which platforms are going to see the most capital? Really think about that. It's going to be the centralized exchanges because of the sheer amount of new money coming in from retail investors. Therefore, you guys, you can get in early when the market crashes and you can ride the wave for the long term, okay? So right now, you guys, BNB, for instance, okay? BNB goes hand in hand with Binance, right? Everybody knows that. Same with FTX token, Kronos, whatever, KuCoin token, Huobi token, whatever. All of these awesome centralized exchange tokens. Right, currently, you guys, it's sitting at $223, okay? The Binance token or BNB token, all right? Now, when new capital starts to come in from all kinds of different brand new retail investors, when the market starts to go green and go up again in the long-term future, in the next bull market, you can bet your ass that this coin is going to go to higher than $600. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So to be brutally honest with you guys here, that is the ultimate reason why you need to be buying, centralized exchange tokens, to hold on to for the long term. But the best time to buy them is literally right now in a bear market, or when the market crashes like this, because you can get on them early and ride that wave up as soon as the market turns green again. So realistically here, you guys, that is what I'm talking about. Now, guys, you're probably also thinking which types of coins you should stay away from when the market crashes like this. So the coins that you want to stay away from, you guys, simply, I'll tell you in a bit here, but the simple coins that you want to stay away from here are going to be your meme coins and your DeFi and your CeFi tokens, okay, or your decentralized finance and your centralized finance tokens. Pretty much any other types of coins as well. Simply because the reason why, you guys, it's simply because these are going to be the most unstable types of coins when the market crashes, because there's all kinds of money being flown in and flown out of these platforms that you just can't, you have no idea what's going to happen with them. So really just stay away from them in these kinds of, markets when the market literally crashes like this. So realistically here, you guys, Stay away from meme coins, DeFi coins, and CeFi coins, when, the market crashes like this, because, anything can happen with them. We've all seen it. I mean, we all saw the same. We all saw what happened with, we all saw what happened with Celsius recently, and now everybody's pissed off. So realistically here, you guys, stay away from these kinds of tokens. It's just not worth it in a market like this. But overall here, you guys, that's pretty much all I've got for you. So if you have any questions about this or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I have no problem answering your questions. I love helping people out. That's the reason why I started this channel, because I was in your shoes once, and that is why I started this, you guys, because I want to be able to help people who were in my shoes when I didn't really have anybody to ask when I was a beginner, back, 4 years ago. So overall here, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.